and we're on week 37 of the poinsettia update from a different greenhouse. So as I said last week, we were sort of like contemplating what we're going to do about space, because we were just no space whatsoever to space stuff, even after hanging the princettias up and moving some bits into the aisles and moving the glitter onto the floor and a few other bits and pieces. But what we managed to do, the guy that we rent the nursery off, Rob, he has agreed to, in exchange for us cleaning out his tunnel for him and giving him one of our greenhouse heaters in exchange for some rent, we're using this tunnel for the rest of the season. So we've cleaned it all up for him, we've put a load of weed matting down, we've sterilised everything, and we've moved 200, just over 200 of the beacon camp variety poinsettias and a few of the midi hot pink princettias, and we've moved all the glitter into here. Might be futile, I don't know, the glitter's just not doing anything at all. I think some of it's got some problems. Again, it's all, I'm pretty sure it's all compost related, but anyways, there's 100 glitter and just over 200 beacon camp variety poinsettias. So yeah, we've managed to move 300 plants out of that other polytunnel, which is, you know, great news really. You know, we've not had to bin anything, and yeah, we've managed to give stuff in here quite a decent bit of space actually, because we've not got the luxury of a drip irrigation in here, so everything's going to have to be hand watered from start to finish. So we're giving stuff plenty of space so I can get in between with the lance and just water the tops of the pots. But yeah, so we've run water that just sort of shoots out the side of we've bunged everything up with fleece where there's drafts. So there's the hose runs out to the other tunnel, so we're feeding off the same solution through the same dosatron. It's literally just next door but one to our original poinsettia tunnel. Downside is there's no electricity in here. There's not the heating system that we've put in the other house, so I don't think you see over there, but they've got, you know, we're just on gas with an 11 kilowatt greenhouse. Not that little thing, that's what Rob uses. That's our gas up there, and that's like an 11 kilowatt greenhouse heater. So yeah, we've moved a lot of stuff out into here. The varieties have got a little bit, everything's in its block, but everything's a little bit mixed up. Like sort of run you through roughly what we've got in here. So we've got princettia midi hot pink there, which has really gained some size now. We've got astro red there, which is one of the biggest at the moment. We've got Saturnus white there, Saturnus marble here. There's not much difference in between, just slightly taller. Leona red there. Aries, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Aries red. Still got the label in these ones. Again, nearly the same size as Astro. And Leona white. Got some up there. And we've also got a few Hero red on the end there and on the end there. And then a few other bits and pieces of just mixed varieties on there. And of course, the glitter, which, I don't know, it's just such a mixed bag. Got some stuff, I just don't know how we're 2 weeks to flower initiation. Obviously it'll put some growth on after that, but you know, I can't see in 2 weeks these making, you know, temperatures are cooling down now, so I can't see these making much. I think they'll just turn into a bit of a mini poinsettia in a pot, which but we'll see. So as I say, we're just having to heat everything off Calagas onto, you know, big heater there. It does seem to be keeping it up to temperature. We had it running this morning just to tick things up, and it seems to be working well. Anyway, we'll quickly run on to the other house, have a look at that. So we're literally, it's literally next door but one, just over this is the, if anyone's ever seen this, is the outside of the poinsettia house with shading, which is on the outside, which is going to come off in another week or so. Seeing plenty of condensation on the doors this morning. Fortunately not, we don't really get it on the roof in here too much, which is good. So quite a lot's happened in here since last week. So everything's spaced, everything's got its drippers in. We've even fitted the drippers up above now, so all the drippers are into those. We've drilled some extra drainage out on these because of course these hanging baskets don't always leave, you know, this little bit of water in and only drain out of there. But yeah, so we've drilled extra drainage, so there's literally no sitting water, because I was wondering why I was only have to water them, you know, twice a week or once every 4 days or something. So princettia's looking good. Dark pink, pearl, Indian red emperor's fallen slightly behind. So it seems to have slowed down a little bit. Robin red, smallest part of the batch. All got space in between now, as you can see. See plenty of floor underneath. All got drippers in. Had a little bit of an issue on soda drippers, but we're getting to grips with that now. I think drip systems are great when they work, but when you've sort of got teething problems and you see the odd plant wilting here and there, you're wondering what's going on. But yeah, and then this is a bigger half of Robin red now. Looking good. We've got the odd few, there's a few Astro just dotted in there just to fill the gap up, because we had some spare space. Leona white, as you can see, all spaced now. All got the drippers in, some lovely plants in there. Here are red, space, but yeah, probably could have done with a slight bit more space, but it's not having it because we really haven't got it now. So that's but yeah, there's enough space in between those now. Triple pots, we were wondering why there was a problem. Some of those ones on the front end were wilting, and stuff at the back, even right by the screen, which should be the stuff if it was going to wilt, it wasn't. And what was happening was there was actually, when this black irrigation pipe underneath, you can see it was fitted, there was a kink over about here. So this end was getting watered, this back end was getting watered, and this end was getting watered, but with, you know, less than half reduced rate of water. So we got on top of that now, and you know, everything's looking good. They're really filling out, getting good size. If anything, they've filled out sideways, but I'd really like them to just move up a little bit more now and just put a decent bit of height on. I'd ideally like, you know, the pot again. You know, we're not far off double, but I'd really like the pot again on top of what we've already got. But yeah, they're looking good nevertheless. Keep seeing all these little bits of brown plastic which we've drilled out the pots, thinking, Christ, we've got rust or something like that on it. So if you see any bits like that, that's all. It's just the bits of plastic from drilling those pots out. So yeah, Aries red here, again all spaced. These were only spaced yesterday, but they're looking good. They had a bit more space than more than everything else anyway, so they'll fill out nicely sideways now. So it's Aries red, Leona red, all spaced slightly shorter. Again, still got a little bit of catching up to do. Marble, Saturnus marble. Some of it's making some good height, just need to, you know, fill out on some sides now. Now it's got some space, it should do that, no problem at all. Saturnus white, quite disappointed. Quite small plants, because you get the odd, you know, we're looking at that, so that's my hand, it's not a big poinsettia, that. But you get the odd gem in it like this, which is Give us much more what I'd want. A load of those would be great, but we'll take what we can for the time being. I'm sure they'll do a little bit more catching up. And yeah, Astra red, looking very good indeed. And we've still got some of those down the middle as well, which again are looking really good. I'm worried though, because every time we're walking along the sides here we're just brushing up against them, so I'm just worried when they come to colour it could cause some damage. And finally, yeah, some more of the princettia midi hot pinks. Bit of space in them now, and yeah, looking nice and full. Really are looking good. I just wonder what size they're going to get to. I mean, they're similar size, if not some, like that one's even bigger than Saturnus white at the moment. So you know they are really much bigger than princettia there. But I mean, these are fantastic. The dark pink is really. I've had a few people comment saying that they're colouring up nice. This isn't actually the colour. This is just the new foliage. The new foliage is this colour. We've not hit flower initiation yet, which isn't till week 39. We're in week 37 now, so we're 2 weeks away from these going into any sort of flower initiation. So no, this is not the colour. This is just the new foliage, which I know is quite hard to believe when you look at it, but yeah, I'll say, because if they were going to initiate flowers, so would the pearl next to it, which is here, and that's still all green, no sign of flower initiation. So yeah, as I say, that's that. But yeah, looking good. The hot pink poinsettias are doing well up there. If anything, the Indian red emperor, which I've walked down there now, so I won't go back again, but the ones which are right up next to the heater in the roof there's about 20 of the red Indian red emperor up there, and they're doing really well up there. I think if better stuff is doing almost better. I don't know if I lift one of these down for you so you can see, but stuff's almost doing better in the roof really. More light, more heat perhaps, because obviously when the heating's coming on of a night time, it's all rising up into the roof space, and circulation fans is pushing it along. But yeah, everything's looking good, and I'm sort of in a much more relaxed place now that we're on top of everything. Most stuff's onto drip irrigation now, so we're not doing lengthy watering spells with it now. It's just turn a tap and things get watered, but we just keep an eye on things now. And yeah, probably put a pesticide spray on in the next few days just to combat. We've not got any pest yet, or not that I know of. I'm just considering I've virtually moved each and every one of these plants by hand over the past week or so, and virtually looked at every single one of them and cleaned every single one up. But just coming into the autumn now, just don't want to, obviously flies we want to move into the warmer places like these greenhouses, so don't want them to start taking residence on the plants. So but yeah, looking good, and we'll catch up with an update next week.